All right. Anyway, we got Krazyboy.
Okay, are we
From
starting?
yeah, who cares? Krazyboy from Krazyboy Enterprises. Is that
Yeah,
what
that's
you call
sure,
that shit?
sure, yeah.
How much you making a year?
The
And
secret.
I don't even know what to say about this guy.
Yeah.
The Mattress King can be taken any way you want it. Might be a business. He may be a king on the mattress. We don't know. And we got me, Henry. Anyway,
Small.
Henry Small, whatever.
The one and only.
So the whole point of this is we're just three guys, varied backgrounds, varied ages. What are you, 30 what?
39, if you can believe it. Look at my
Holy
skin.
fuck, eh? Look at your head. Take that fucking hat off. Show
I've got the
everybody.
best head in the world,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, let me
This
see.
is
Let me
just
look.
about
I
branding.
want to see how my hair looks. Okay.
Hey, look at that.
Fuck, I look good.
Hey, don't be jealous.
a
Don't
mirror.
be jealous.
Anyway, long story short, we were sitting in a restaurant and we started talking. We've been friends for years, and
So you say, yeah.
yeah, whatever. And we were talking about just how about we do something with three guys, just talking about whatever it is, honestly, no show, no whatever.
No script,
And
no bullshit.
No, and just let's let her fly and see what happens. But anyway, came in today. We got Ronnie over there. He'll be on camera every once in a while.
Ronnie C.
Ronnie C, or we call him Chicken Ronnie because he has a chicken farm.
Anybody that needs
So,
farm fresh eggs.
you know,
how much?
right,
$2 a dozen, right?
That changes the sheep. The chickens have been gone for 2 years.
Oh,
You
really?
fucking
Oh, what?
sheep.
2 years?
He loves the sheep. He loves his sheep.
Ronnie's always walking around in gun boots. That's why.
That fucking sheep like that.
He loves the sheep. They're so woolly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were talking, and I got a text tonight from, I don't know what to call you now, because you look too clean.
Yeah,
It's
what's
like-
with the glasses?
Well-
go ahead.
I'm from the North Shore. And it's always sunny on the North Shore.
Is that what it is?
We always wear glasses.
All right.
Bullshit.
Anyway, in the jacket. Oh, you
Is that
got-
your
Well, I
sisters?
just, huh?
Is that your sisters?
It's actually
Just ask.
it's actually your sisters.
no, he's waiting on tables when we're done.
Yeah. Can you get me another beer?
Yeah. he's waiting on
Garcon,
tables.
Garcon.
But anyway, and we were getting back to whatever. We're talking in the restaurant, and we started talking about sex. Obviously, three guys, it always gets to that sooner or later. Anyway,
The
we were
lack
talking.
of it.
We were talking about that actually
Yeah.
because people get married and it's it's the Hollywood thing and it's gonna last forever and all that stuff. And then we started talking about what is it about guys that they make millions of sperm and women make a few eggs every once in a while. Why I'm gonna get it for that one. But
I think I'm
A few
down
eggs
to
once in a
about-
while.
yeah, well, what is it? Because guys' sex drive
My sperm count's about half
than it was.
than it was. That's right.
Well, how old are you now?
Not that old.
Yeah. But, we get married and we get into long-term relationships. And usually, the love aspect of it remains. But guys tend to. Women want more of an emotional connection. Guys want to hump a parking meter. It doesn't matter at a certain point in your life.
I can't say I've tried that.
Yeah. Pretty much everything else.
Everything else.
Anyway,
What'd
but
you say, Ronnie? Ronnie, like a ram.
Fucking around.
Rammy's got.
see, he's got sheep on his mind. Anyway, so we were talking, and the idea of, if you met somebody when you're in a long-term relationship, the idea, and you love who you're with, but the idea for a guy anyway, and I'm not saying all guys, but
I think a lot of guys like that attention, right? I
they
think
want to
that-
know they can.
Yeah,
I
or know
guess.
that, I can do this, or I can do
Yeah,
that.
that's what we say, but then we go and do it.
Yeah,
Right?
some people do.
Some people do. Not you, of
Not
course.
me.
No. Or the Mattress King. Thus the name, the Mattress
You gotta
King.
take out, why don't you take the shades off? Or put on some cool ones.
Well, no, you just want me to take them off because you didn't put yours on.
Okay.
No, I don't care.
So I'm
There's a
glad.
jealousy factor here.
Yeah, it's very soft.
When he arrived this morning or today, he showed me, show us your pair. He's got a 30-year-old pair of Serengetis
Serengeti,
that he said
30
he
years
paid.
old.
This is what he said he paid, $500. I don't
500
believe it
bucks.
because you can't even get a dime out of this guy. Okay. So.
Oh, coming
yeah.
from you.
Yeah.
That is rich.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's classic.
so say you're in your relationship. You have a relationship.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
married, though.
No.
Right? But
Common law.
you've been with Natalie
Yeah.
for how long?
10 years. Yeah.
10 years. And
Yeah.
great girl. And,
Absolutely.
And
The best.
obviously you love her. What would happen, and this is, let's just say, you ran into somebody in your work or wherever, your work environment or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Is this an FBI interrogation?
No. I'm just, let's be honest. Let's just
Yeah.
talk. What do you think if somebody comes along and, she's ambitious like you are? You're an ambitious guy. I could tell by that hat. Anyway, and, she was willing to participate in whatever, but more importantly, like guys say, oh, the chemistry is very strong and blah, blah,
Right.
blah, which really means
You just want to get
Well,
laid.
you want to get
I
laid.
think that when you get into a serious relationship, for me it was tough because, not at your level, but I was doing the band thing, right?
Yeah.
There was, relationships for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months at most, and then on to the next person, right?
That's long. That's wait,
Right?
we're talking about 1 or 2 days here, but you're on the road. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh
right?
yeah, I can imagine.
But okay, go ahead.
Right?
go
So
ahead.
it was tough for me to get like domesticated,
Mm-hmm.
right? It took a few years of, living together to get, that going out all the time thing out of your system,
Right,
right?
right.
And then when you find the right person and you realize it, then you realize that, you can have friendships with other people, but there's obviously lines you don't cross, right?
Well, there's always a catch too. Seriously, like I've been around some of the most beautiful women in the world.
You have, and I've seen pictures
yeah.
of that, and I don't understand it, but
But they're most of them are fake. And the way I judge it, if you got fake tits, you're a fake broad. Just
Not always.
most
not
always.
most
I've
guys-
known some
Or
that-
you're an opportunist of some sort. Like chicks like, okay, you can get me on a magazine, or you can.
well, that was your business, though.
Yeah, but all kinds.
I mean,
there's
you had
so
models,
many,
you had all
yes,
those models
yeah.
and everything.
You know
There's
what?
so many
A big
chicks like
caveat in
that.
that, I think it matters who paid for them.
What do you
What do you
mean?
mean?
Because I've known some girls in Vancouver
Yeah,
that they'd get their guys or some other guy to pay for them,
yeah.
right? To me, that's a total empty shell of a move, okay? There's no soul in a person like that. But if she's doing it for her own career advancement or self-esteem or
just
whatever, then that's a
self-esteem.
whole other person.
Yeah,
to deal
I don't
with,
think you can
know?
brand
All of them.
everybody
Yeah.
if they have fake breasts.
No.
Well, no, there's some women out there that need them. right?
Yeah, I mean, there's all
But-
kinds of things. A
yeah.
woman may have cancer, or a woman
Yeah.
may have something that she's really not happy with, and it helps her with her confidence. What's the
I'm
problem?
talking about the model aspect of.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
just your average
yeah. I mean,
chick.
well, if somebody's a model, chances are it's about image,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
So if that's the focus, because that's how they make their living.
Do you ever find that with people that you've met, and you met lots of people in your lifetime, right, in the music businesses and on radio and stuff, that you can judge an opportunist or
An opportunist, yeah.
when you decide, okay, that's it. I'm done dealing with you because all you want.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you stop giving, you either see the ugly side of them,
Yes,
or they'll try and make your life miserable, or
in some way. Yeah.
yes,
In some way, but that's relationships, right? I mean, Shakespeare, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
yeah,
And God knows there's been a lot of fury.
Yeah.
I got to tell you. But once you get through all of that, you're not freewheeling anymore, and you're in a relationship. Then, yeah, you have something deeper, something more than just that moment of just wanting to screw somebody, right? Which
I've
is
met girls too in the past. Even if you just talk to them, right? They look into it like there's something more. Or,
yeah, but you have that. You're a worldly guy, okay? You've been around. You've been to L.A. You've made coats and shirts for all kinds of celebrities. you have that ability. You sense people, right? And especially with women who are, you had Krazyboy models. You had all these people around you that are looking for that opportunity, right?
Yeah.
So you learn to kind of perceive, what's going on here.
What are you
right?
fucking laughing about?
No, I'm
Can you
just
take
like,
the
how did this
shades
get so
off?
fucking deep all of a sudden? I thought,
Because
it got really
you-
fucking deep there.
Well, it got
You know?
deep because you're high.
No, I'm not. I'm fucking sober.
Are you? Then take off
Yeah.
your glasses.
Yeah, take off your glasses
Let me
then.
see.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my
Right?
God.
Well,
look like
you don't need your glasses.
You better close your eyes. You look like you're gonna bleed to death. Anyway, so
bright
you're a
lights.
younger guy,
Yeah,
right? He's
yeah.
50. I'm
Yeah.
70 something.
Are you?
Yeah. Boy, don't I know it.
Born on a
Sydney.
leap year.
Born on a leap year. So I'm really only 18.
This is true.
But okay, so you have a nice relationship, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Somebody walks in to your business, and there's that thing that happens between people that are attracted to each other,
Right.
chemistry, certain whatever, and men in general will respond to that. In general, how do you avoid taking it a step further? Is it a morality thing?
Yeah. For me,
But
it
a
would be.
morality
Absolutely. Yeah.
that you're not going to heaven, or you're going to hurt your.
No, I do believe in karma,
Yeah.
big
Oh, yeah.
time, because I've
She's my favorite.
right and one
You
lesson.
don't want to screw karma.
No.
One lesson I heard quite a long time ago was actually from Damon John, who's on Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, right? And what he said was, he's like, life gives you the test first and the lesson later. Okay,
That's fascinating.
so like, and I have found that to be incredibly true. Yeah,
I seem to learn things the hard way.
yeah. But don't get me wrong, we all make our.
Are you kidding me? One after another. Well, you're on the road, right? I'm on the road as a young guy. And I never thought about it at that time because that does the talking. There's no thought about going to heaven or you're doing this or you're doing that. But you go on the road, you go from town to town. People see you on stage, much like you with your clothing and stuff like that with models. And people see you on stage and you get off stage and they're waiting for you.
Yep.
And it's that easy. I don't think I ever went on a date.
No.
Honest to God, I don't think I ever went on a date. But what happens is you get conditioned
Yeah.
because you're with somebody, you don't really know them, they don't really know you, they think whatever because you're on stage or whatever. And you do the deed and then you're gone the next day, right? That creates a different type of person.
Yeah.
Because you, like you say, you had to learn to be a house
Right.
cat, and it was tough. Well, spend 20 years on the road, and then
I
you
was,
get you
I was
get
never
married.
a house cat. I was a house lion.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
He's
there's
beautiful.
a
He's,
difference.
yeah.
Okay?
he's beautiful.
Ronnie, give me a snare drum for that, baby.
Yeah, right. That'd be nice,
Give
nice,
me a
Ronnie.
big cymbal, Ronnie. I want a big
Jeez.
cymbal. There we go.
Spending too much time with a woolly bull.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
So,
That's
Ron.
enough.
Listen,
That's all
while
right.
we're on
Back
this
over here.
subject, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
So with, being in the band, you were at a high level, right? Like we're talking when you
I wouldn't
guys
say a high level.
Yeah, come
but-
on. When you guys had a hit record in the States, you were playing to 10,000 people a night,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
That's big. That's
Back then,
big
that was
time.
big.
That's big time. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm wondering is, with all this like Me Too movement and whatnot, it's like, how does that like work into like? Do you ever wake up one morning and worry you're gonna get that phone call that?
I never did until all this last few years where.
Social media and cameras and everything.
Yeah,
everywhere.
well, somebody can come from, there's
Yeah.
there's cases where people have been accused of stuff 30 years ago.
Totally.
Yeah.
30 years ago, and it's your word against somebody else's word. But the problem with that is when it's public, you're guilty no matter what you've done or haven't
sure.
done
Until you're proven innocent.
until you're proven innocent. But even if you're proven innocent, that stays with people's reputation, it stays with whatever. So do I ever think about that? I don't sit there and think about it, but I certainly am aware that I was never cruel or did anything to somebody that was where they were unwilling. and I have to trust in that.
But it
that's
doesn't
all.
even take like I'm seeing cases where it's just jilted lovers coming out of the
Yeah.
of the
Oh,
woodwork.
yeah,
There was
people
no
even make
harm
up
done.
stories.
Yeah,
Right.
and it was so there'd be
Hell hath no fury
Yeah.
like a woman scorned.
Yeah.
But what was the case here in Canada with Headley, the guy from Headley,
yeah.
right? And he got charged and whatever, but his career just went out the door.
But I think those girls may or may not have been underage at the time. So that's a whole other
That's
ball.
another-
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
another
that's a
story.
completely.
Do you ever
other-
worry about a school bus or some kind of bus full of kids coming to you and saying, "Dad"?
Listen,
Hey?
what do you want to?
Just saying.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm not laughing. No, that's not funny. But yeah, that kind of thing comes to mind because there is a movement, and I think younger people, younger than you even, because I think of you as a young guy, I think they're way more aware than we were, and it's a different time. I think people don't change. I think young men are young men and young women are young women, and
Yeah, totally.
we all go through it, whatever it is. Right?
But I think there's a movement right now to like
Everybody's
strip away.
fucking
No,
sensitive.
yes, there's that, but there's a movement right now to strip away masculinity from men. Right? Men are men. There's impulses we act on.
Well, I play
and
that.
we're not gonna apologize for that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you don't.
Why did they stop making men?
Well,
don't get it.
yeah, well, that's a societal thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, wherever society's at a certain point, and it usually swings from, the 50s, where a woman waited for the husband to come home and had the house cleaned and cooked. You want to shut up
Ronnie,
over
like-
there?
He's getting
What?
bored.
I know.
Yeah.
He's waiting for something funny.
Anyway, yeah.
You need some attention over there.
He just got it. Anyway, when in the 50s it was different. Men went out and made a living. Women stayed home with the kids, and that's the way it was, and cleaned the house and did whatever. And as the times changed, the 60s was a revolution. The birth control was a big part of that revolution, because all of a sudden women had the ability to go out and have sex freely without the worry or concern of getting pregnant.
Wasn't your best friend in the 70s birth control?
What's that? Well, I can tell you, 1964, going back a little bit, my first year of college, right? You went to the dorm with a girl, you held hands, there was somebody watching you as you came in. There was no, kissing or any of that stuff. And the following year, everybody's in the bushes and all over the place, and women had that freedom, and that was a big change in society. So therefore, as their roles started to change, men's roles started to change. Women were more educated. Women were in the job force more, making them more equal in that sense, because let's face it, we live in North America where this is part of the whole power thing. So I don't know. I go back to I think it's a good thing, but I think it's swung way the other way now, and I think in time it'll find its medium ground. But oh yeah, man, it's changed, that's for sure.
I got a question for you. We're coming into 2020. Are you excited? 'Cause
Yeah,
yeah.
I am.
I am too, because I think it's pretty cool. You can reflect in the third, like when we get to the 30s. Hey, back in the 20s.
Yeah.
Now you can do like,
I know.
I remember back in 1920, and now all of a sudden I can remember 2020.
I knew that was
Hey?
going.
The
Well-
other thing is, what happens, okay, say we're doing this show, okay,
Yeah.
in 20 years from now, okay, you're going to be getting up there.
I'm getting up there.
He'll be
so-
there.
I'll be up there, yeah.
I was thinking what we're going to have to do. You ever see that TV show, Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
You could just drag me
That's
around.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Okay?
you could.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so enough of that. You never answered the question if you met somebody, you're in a relationship. I'm not bugging
Yeah,
you.
no,
You
no.
don't have to say anything
I
if
thought
you
I
don't
did.
want to, but no, you didn't.
No, I meet lots of people all the time, and yeah, you meet people that you connect with, but you've just got to look at what you've got, be grateful for it at the end of the day, and decide whether you're going to gamble that on this secret unknown, right? Which all men get like lured into, right? But it's this,
Well, not all men, but lots.
no, but I mean, we
Men
gotta
want to have sex at random. They
absolutely,
just do.
absolutely. Like men weren't made to like settle down and get married. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's natural, but we've just adopted that, right?
Well, it's society. Reality is created by man.
For sure.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no, what's wrong, what's right, what's that. That's all created by man. Sorry. So for some people, they're very comfortable breaking those rules, and other people, well, like you say, you value your relationship. But sometimes you can bump into somebody. Let's be honest, that you have a terrific amount of chemistry with.
For sure.
And you
Yeah,
start
yeah,
thinking,
absolutely.
you start to think with your groin and not your brain. I mean, that's most men. But, you have to understand something. As a younger guy, I think Leroy understands this, I think I do. There's a whole nother set of things coming your way.
And it's very expensive.
That's part of it.
For every action, there's a reaction.
Absolutely.
That's
Right.
exactly right. So as you grow older, it's not that difficult. Ronnie,
Wait, what are you trying
what
to
are you
do?
doing?
Make ocean sounds over there?
Fidgety.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyway,
why an ocean? Hey?
let's get back to
Speaking
it.
about the ocean, you're taking off. You're going on a holiday.
Yeah.
You're a lucky bastard, eh?
Why?
Because you get to go away. You
I'm
just got
trying to
back.
get something out of this
Okay,
guy.
let's
yeah,
talk
sorry,
about
And
that.
now we're on the
hurry up
ocean.
and
He gets to
see.
go away a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But okay, so you know that now that there's ramifications. There's no perfect relationship.
No,
because we get this thing in our head. Oh
Yeah.
my God, she's got great breasts. She's
Yeah.
beautiful. She's making money. She's doing this and that. That's this could be so much more.
Yeah, no,
right?
usually there's...
But
you
there's
think
always
that,
something.
There's always something. There's
You got it.
always something. There's always something.
All right. So under no circumstances would you proceed with somebody while you're in a relationship.
The only way I would proceed with anything is if I woke up one morning and she decided to leave me. Yeah.
It's possible. Anyway, enough of that, because I don't want to even get in there with you. The old dog. It's like, but you were exposed to a lot.
Oh yeah.
You were exposed to a lot because of
Too
your
much.
business. Yeah. And that creates a whole nother
Yeah.
deal, right?
Can
But
of-
you,
can of
okay.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, we want to believe, men want to believe that women, they smile, a girl smiles at a guy and it's like, oh,
She must like me.
she must like me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Which
not so much.
I would hate to be single now, though. Like, I mean...
No, you're going to be by the time this show is done. I can tell you
That's
that.
a snare shot right there.
I didn't say play a beat. You will be. Anyway,
No, but
that's enough
legit,
of that.
like being single now, it's like if you go out to some of the bars around town, you see a lot of people that are in between marriages that like are just searching for somebody, anybody.
Yeah, they're
right?
trying to
And
be.
it's
Oh,
sad.
they got a lot
It's
of
sad.
baggage. A lot
It's
of
very
shit.
sad, right? It's
Yeah,
just it would be
well-
a sad place to be. I'm just saying. But
Yeah.
I mean, you could also be single and have your game together and your shit together, and like go
It's
out
still
there and
gonna.
kill it. You know?
Yeah, it's fun, but there's always everybody pays. There's no free
Of course,
anything.
I agree.
And I wish that somebody had sat down with me when I was younger. But I mean, my lifestyle was. What,
Yeah, thanks, Henry.
what are you going to do? I know. I tried to talk to you. You didn't listen.
Oh, I listen.
I know. Anyway, enough of that shit. Okay, Ronnie, hit something now. Go ahead.
Hit it.
Your turn.
Now it's his turn, and he's. There you go. You're beautiful. All right, that's enough of that.